but you say it'll be fine in the end. So I'm holding my breath, skipping rocks on my skin until then. Lost at sea, you were the one to push me in, but the water's warm, now I'm bathing in karma and sin. You can see the pain in my eyes, and I can see you standing by.
You've been listening to the sights and sounds of She Is Floyd, a indie artist out of Dallas, Texas, who's making some waves in the industry. She is doing her thing down there in Dallas, Texas, so we invited her on the program today. She Is Floyd, welcome to the Indie Artist.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're glad you're here. You recently released the song, You're Gonna Get Yours. What was the inspiration for that song?
Yeah, so You'll Get Yours is, I wrote it basically about bipolar disorder. And it's kind of an angry song, to be honest, but it's really about mental illness. And if you listen to it as if I am singing to the disorder really itself, kind of like you're not going to defeat me, I'm going to come out on top, basically. So yeah, it's really just about bipolar disorder and just kind of going back and forth with that struggle. So.
And tell us a little bit more about your music, because you inspire folks to take positive steps forward.
Yeah, so that's what I try to do, bringing some of those difficult to talk about issues to light. Like I said, like bipolar, and I have songs about addictions and things that are really touchy subjects. And it's not like I've totally found the light at the end of the tunnel yet, but I know I'm getting there, and I feel like it helps other people to know they're not alone. Just like the music I listen to, you know, I'm inspired by their journey, and some people have reached the other side and others are still going there. So really just having someone to relate to, I think just can help us all out a bit. So that's what I'm trying to do.
You're doing a wonderful job. You get your musical inspiration from Axl Rose, Led Zeppelin, but when we pop in a She Is Floyd tune, what are we going to hear?
That one's a little tricky. So right now I only have 2 singles that are out, and one of them is rock mixed with synth kind of, which is You'll Get Yours, and the other one, MVP, is kind of R&B mixed with rock. So the heart of She Is Floyd is rock, but you're not going to hear that exactly yet. You're not going to hear Axl or Zeppelin or anything in those songs, but there's still people who inspire me, and I just love a band with a strong frontman like Robert or Freddie or Axl. But yeah, right now you're getting a little of this, a little of that with She Is Floyd. But in the future releases, will have more of a rock full band feel to them. So.
Your career, you're actually taken off pretty well, and you've done quite a bit in the period of time that you've been out. Tell us a little bit about where you are now, kind of what you struggle with as an indie artist.
Well, I mean, everyone's kind of having a hard time right now just with not playing shows. But me specifically, I am a solo act, and so I don't have like a set band with me at all times. It's just me in the studio writing every part. So my struggle right now is just finding the right band for me, you know, that fits everything I do. So because I love playing shows like alone acoustic, but sometimes, like I said, I want that rock feel, you know, with the band. So that's really my struggle right now, is just, you know, fitting pieces of the puzzle together to really have the She Is Floyd sound that's in my head.
And obviously we have to figure out, how are you overcoming that challenge of putting all those different puzzle pieces together? So how are you overcoming that challenge?
I really just gotta get myself out there, and I feel like, you know, and you found me, which is cool, which means hopefully, you know, my music is getting to other people, and, you know, some people have reached out and I've reached out to other people. So it's about finding, I guess, who you mesh with. So it's still a process, but, you know, things are happening little by little. Just gotta keep working at it.
Gotta keep working, gotta keep pushing. Let's talk about what's next for She Is Floyd.
What is next? Well, that would be getting in the studio again, because I have so many things written, and I know really what I want now. So it would be in the future getting in the studio, and then releasing more music. So I'm very excited about that.
You mentioned that you know what you want as an artist, you know your sound, you have a creative writing process. How exactly do you get your inspiration when you decide to sit down and write your next song?
Oh, that's like all over the place. So I mentioned one of them was bipolar disorder. So that was one. And then, I mean, like a lot of artists, honestly, we get a lot of inspiration just from our pain because we don't really know how to handle that. So like I said, I have songs about addiction. And then on the other side of things, just like songs you just want to, that calm you down, that make you feel good. Just if you're having a good day, which inspiration just hits you at any time for any reason really. But I'm going to say most of the time, it's just when I'm struggling with something that I can't get out of my head. So I just have to put it on paper and play it on the guitar or something, get it out some artsy way like that.
Well, we're looking forward to much more of your music to come. She is Floyd. Thank you for joining us on The Indie Artist.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
So I drink my pain.